What's going on, people? Man, I'm randomly just doing a video. Um, I just got finished watching a video on. I ain't watched all of the video. The video was done 2 months ago. It was with the one on Pop the Balloon. Yeah. I think that let me add this in there. I don't like the idea how when a black man, Hispanic or Native American man, when we get mad, people will call it, "Oh, you mentally ill," something mentally wrong with you if you react. I was watching, for example, I was watching a movie. I didn't watch all of it, but I watched previous preview, like a lot of it. And it's a new movie. It's a movie that's created in with the social media. You can look at it and tell that they have the computers and all this stuff. And that these are new modern day movies, not the movies from the 80s or nothing like that. Movies from the early of the mid 2000s are just created. You know, this man was faithful to this woman, right? They was in a relationship together, and the man was, from what I seen, was very loyal to the woman. It was just a movie, you know what I'm saying? But that we know that it happens in real life. Um, he came home and found his wife with another man in their house, in their bed, if you know what I mean, getting down. He literally caught him in the act, right? This man got mad and he reacted in a way where it made the woman throw some shades at him, like attacked him, like, and was saying that he was crazy. First and foremost, to the real life people, if a person react to something that you are doing, how you expect for them to react? I do understand that everybody is different and people react to things differently. But you have to understand everybody is different and the way they react may not always be your cup of tea. Everybody reacts differently. If you know what I'm saying, because you have to understand certain people come from different walks of life and they not going to handle things in the way that some people come from a background to where they can handle it calm. They can be all this calm and all this stuff. But to say that in our community is we get the attack on us saying that we are mentally ill and we need help. But they have this double standard in society where if a woman gets mad, if you cheated on her or whatever the reason is, they gonna everybody gonna have empathy and sympathy for that woman. This because we live in America and we have all these double standards. They're gonna be more lingering toward the woman and have more compassion for the woman, but they're gonna expect for the man to sit up and say, "Oh, you should be a man. You can take it." You see what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna say to the man. Or they gonna say something is mentally wrong with him, which is not right at all anyway. You see what I'm saying? It's not right. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like the way if a woman react and take and use deadly, crazy, aggressive force on the man or whatever, It's justified in this society. It's justified. It's right. And if you, as it being um a a black man, a Hispanic man, a Native American man, it would be considered a crime, and you need to go and get help because people would. That's what they'll say. Those are I feel like when people say, "Oh, he got mental issues," or "He is a narcissist," or "He got a spirit of a narcissist," that ain't crazy, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I feel like most women, especially, they'll use that as a weapon on a black or Hispanic man. They'll use it on a black man, and it's almost like no matter how the woman acts, it's like it's gonna always be justified and backed up. People gonna be more compassionate and lingering and energetic toward and lean more toward if it's happening to a woman. But if it's happening to a black man, nobody ain't gonna. If the black man if we act a certain way, everybody gonna say, "Oh, he's a narcissist. He's narcissist. He's psycho crazy." You're not allowed as a black man or Hispanic or Native American man is to show your emotion. Basically, you got to sit there and hold your composure. You got to not even get. You can't even show an inch of being mad. You'll be like, "Oh, he's very insecure." Oh, he's this. You're gonna be called all them fucking names, which is a fucked up thing. We living in a fucked up society because it's too much like right. It's like when it comes to the black man, it's like when it comes to us, it's like it's no compassion. It ain't no empathy. That man is like he's there in the middle of water and he got to figure out a way how to swim across that water itself and be strong. And everybody gonna sit up there and say, "Oh, he should do it. He can do it. He can do it. He'll get over it." Not realizing that why would you um it's just not right. It's not right to treat a woman more info. I'm not saying it don't do it, but when you live in a society where stuff is not being, it's like the man's feelings is not being valued. People don't value the men, the black men are not valued. Like society has been trained and conditioned us in a way is to lean and have more energetic and compassion and eagerness toward if it happens to a woman, which would be a double standard. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucked up on so many different levels, let me tell you. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A woman can go out and she can say, "Oh, I was," people gonna take it seriously. Like, for example, I'll give you an example of the double standard. And actually, I hear people all the time, and I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. Uh, Follow me on my Real Hebrew channel. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna show you why. I'm just saying that a woman can go and sleep with an underage man. I'm talking about an underage man. People gonna look at they're gonna look at it, and everybody gonna laugh. They're gonna dap the young boy up and say, "You, man, you, man, you hit it, you, man, what? Oh, man, you the man, you know." But if the tables are turned and it's different, and a man do something like that or whatever in an apartment building, number one, the manager, they're gonna put his ass out that he gonna get an eviction. The law gonna get involved. He gonna get arrested. And plus, before that, you're gonna have every single person piled up at the door with the polices and with the law enforcement and all of that. Everybody gonna have knives and guns and everything, every motherfucking thing. If a man is involved in some bullshit like that, it's a double goddamn standard. But the when it comes to especially yeah, the women, hell yeah, they get away with that shit. hmm Yes, indeed. They'll say that she need to be in some kind that like when they do something the most heinous crime, they'll say, oh, the so-called white woman, she didn't have a life. They'll say, oh, she need to be in a hospital. She need to be in some kind of institution. And we trying to provide that for her because she's this, she's that. But if a so-called black woman, a black man is involved in that, no mercy. No, they not going. Really, it's just a double standard. You see what I'm saying? That's how they gonna look at it. You know what I mean? They gonna look at it like, what? Like, yeah, they gonna get you best believe it. They gonna get away with it because they have what is called white privilege. They have white privileges, and then they gonna get away with it. Simple as that. They know that. They know that. That's why they be like, I dare you to say something to me. I can put you out this store. I own it. I can put you out. I can tell you to leave. If you don't leave, they can call their counterparts on you. But yeah, man. We living in a society. We ain't gonna be energetic toward no compassionate toward no man like that. No black man like that. Notice I didn't include no other. I didn't include no other race of man, but the black man like that, because we are the only race of people that experience more trauma and more torment than anybody. We are more of a target. You see what I'm saying? We're more of a target. They don't care whether you're light skin or brown skin, black. That don't mean nothing to them damn. I mean to the other people. It doesn't mean they don't care. They'll still prosecute you. I'm gonna get more in detail more on my other channel. So follow me on that channel. But anyway, man, we just don't have that type of stuff here. But like I said, it is a double. I'm reiterating, there's a double standard when it comes to a man versus a woman. Like if she's insecure about whatever it is, it ain't nobody gonna call that woman out and say you is insecure and this and that and the third, and people gonna be looking at it with a third party saying, "Ooh, man, you need to leave that crazy person alone." But they would expect for a man is to have more compassion with a woman who's dealing with that illness, and um, everybody be saying they don't know what it is for a go through trial and trauma and insecurities and stuff like that. If a woman get mad because somebody spoke on her height or whatever and spoke on, oh, you saying I'm too short and I can't do this here. Everybody gonna listen to that woman and they're gonna have more empathetic toward that woman than they would if a man was doing that. They're gonna say, first of all, you're a man, and a man's supposed to stand up and be a little stronger than that. And you know, they gonna that's what they always gonna say. He's supposed to, because that's how they looking at it. You know what I'm saying? They look at it, well, the man, if a woman do these type of things to a child, molest a child or whatever, a thing like that, they say, well, she's a soft, she's a woman, she's not gonna hurt her. But you as a man, you will do more damage or whatever. They'll say some stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's sad. I used to hear people speak on these things years ago, back in the early 2000 when YouTube first came out, like 2009, 10, 2008. You know what I mean? In this modern day YouTube, you can see a lot of the stuff that come to pass. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's really coming to pass. The stuff that was said, you know. Um, but yeah, man, we have a lot of double standards. There are double standards when it comes to women, and double standard when it comes to men. Yeah, it's a lot of double standards. And do they make sense? No. Should they be enforced in place in our society? No. Does the standards and the certain things need to change? Absolutely, they need to change. So, um, video is entitled "Double Standards and Justified When It Comes to Women, and No Excuse for the Man When It Comes to Double Standards." Justified when it comes to women versus when it comes to men, no excuse. And justified when it comes to men. All right, I'm out. I'll be back. And I'll talk more about it more in details on my other channel. All right, I'm out.